Welcome to Human OS Mind Your Health Rewired, the show that unpacks the hidden systems driving your symptoms and empowers you to heal from the inside out. I'm your host, Dr. Connie Chung, and after decades of inside the healthcare system and outside of it as a patient, I've learned this, that health isn't something you chase, it's something you remember. And if you're ready to rewire your body, reclaim your power, and rise above the outdated health norms, you're in the right place. Let's get right to it.
Welcome back, guys, to Human OS Mind Your Health Rewired. I'm your host, Dr. Connie Chung, and today we're going into the gut, literally. If you've been doing all the right things, eating clean, exercising, journaling, taking supplements, and you're still bloated, anxious, wired but tired, or swinging between brain fog and burnout, I want you to hear this clearly. It's not just in your head, it's in your gut. Okay, let's talk and break down the gut-brain axes, okay? I want to explain it simply because here's the truth most people never get told. That your gut and your brain are in constant conversation with each other. They're connected by a nerve highway called the vagus nerve. You probably heard of that. The very same nerve that controls digestion, mood, energy, and even your immune response. So if your gut is inflamed, overworked, or dysregulated from modern life, simply from living in this life today, your brain receives that message as anxiety, depression, inability to focus, emotional reactivity, fatigue, and even autoimmune flares. This isn't woo, it's physiology. It's completely true. There is a physiological basis for every one of these things, okay? So let's now talk about the hidden signs of gut-brain dysregulation. You don't need a GI diagnosis to be affected, okay? In fact, some of the most common symptoms I see in practice today are afternoon crashes, it's very common, cravings for salt or sugar, brain fog after eating, irritability for no reason at all, emotional breakdowns around your cycle, and constant bloating even with healthy foods, and weight gain and inflammation and pain. And guess what? Most of them trace back to one of two things: an inflamed gut, or a nervous system stuck in fight or flight or freeze. So why does traditional gut protocols not work for you? And maybe a lot of my patients have gone through the GI doctors, the primary doctors, and their OB-GYNs, and they've been told they're fine based on their lab work, and they've been given antidepressants. And maybe even you've tried low FODMAP, elimination diets, probiotic snacks, food sensitivity testing, gallon jugs of bone broth, and everything in between like collagen, all the supplements, whey protein, all the things. But you still feel off. Why is that? Because you can't supplement your way out of dysregulation. Let me say that again. You can't supplement or diet your way out of dysregulation. If your gut doesn't feel safe, it won't digest. If your body is in survival mode, it will shut down non-essential functions like hormone balance, nutrient absorption, and gut motility. The first step isn't more control, it's more safety. Now, let's talk about why the Human OS and EASE method work collectively. And this is why I developed the EASE method inside of Human OS. E, A, S, E stands for ease. E stands for enteric system. That's your gut, digestion, microbiome, and immune response. A stands for autonomic system, your nervous system's stress and safety response. It's the fight or flight or digest and rest. S stands for somatic awareness, and there's the somatic system, which is your musculoskeletal system. It's how you sense and move your body. And E stands for empowered psychology, the beliefs and emotions underneath your behaviors. Together, these systems form your human operating system. And when one is out of balance, the rest will follow. And this is how I teach clients and students to heal from the inside out, by simply deploying some things and actions every single day that they can live as a solution to their problem. So their whole life becomes the healing epitome. So now let's talk about the gut emotion connection. Let me give you a real life example. When I was at my sickest, in full kidney failure, my digestion was a mess. Not because of what I was eating, but because I was grieving. I was enraged, frightened, completely alone. I was barely digesting food, but more than that, I wasn't digesting life. The gut holds more serotonin than your brain. It's your second brain. And when you suppress your truth, your gut tightens and it doesn't want to absorb and nourish you. That constipation, that bloating, that food that sits like a rock, that burp you get, that's your body trying to metabolize what you've emotionally stored. So now let's go into the gut healing shift that changed everything. Here's what I did differently and what I now teach. I stopped obsessing over the perfect diet. I started tracking how I felt after eating, not just what I ate. I practiced somatic digestion, eating in stillness, in safety, and I began to really focus and pay gratitude for the thing that was coming in. And I started to pay attention to the texture of my food, smell, and I chewed my food rather than swallow it, like inhale my food. I began toning my vagus nerve through my breath, humming, and of course movement through yoga. And I rewired my beliefs around my food, safety, and control. And let me tell you, everything changed. And many of you might be rolling your eyes like, yeah. Well, I'm telling you, if these aren't the things that you're willing to do, you can try all the trendy things out there. It may work for a short time, but eventually everything will catch up. Your systems will be so angry at you, it will resist everything that you're doing. So now I want to move into the inflammation to integration, because true gut healing isn't just about the gut. It's about feeling safe in your body, regulating your nervous system, breaking emotional eating loops, and clearing subconscious beliefs, and restoring connection, most importantly, to self, nobody else. And that's why our human OS reset works when protocols don't, because it starts with the system, not just the symptom. So if you're feeling hopeless, if you feel like no one's listening, if your body feels like a mystery, if you're stuck between fatigue and inflammation, you're not broken, you're not weak, and you're not alone. You're living in a body that's trying to protect you, even when it feels like it's being betrayed by you. But now you get to listen differently and do and serve your body and full-heartedly be in it. So how do you start? Well, here's how you start today. Try the Human OS scan. Go into Human OS Reset, which is a 7-day gentle return to safety, digestion, and trust. And then I want to invite you to join us for FYMCP in October. We train practitioners and teachers to heal from the inside out so that they can share this with other people. This isn't about effort. This is about operating differently. And that begins with your gut. And I just want to say, if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening to Human OS Mind Your Health Rewired. Your body holds the wisdom. Your job is simply to listen. And until next time, keep breathing. You're digesting more than you realized. Trust the process. Keep showing up. Follow me for more on Instagram, Dr. Connie Chung, as well as to subscribe to my podcast here, the Human OS Mind Your Health Rewired. And I will see you all next week. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you.
Thanks for tuning in to Human OS Mind Your Health Rewired. If something you heard today sparked a shift, share it with someone you love or tag me at Dr. Connie Chung so we can spread this mission together. To explore programs, trainings, or resources to support your healing, visit hossystems.com. And remember, you're not broken. You're brilliantly wired for healing. You just need the